Today I'm reading a glosa called Freedom is Not the Absence of Slavery. The writer who inspired me for this one is Epictetus, the ancient Greek Stoic philosopher. And I borrowed 4 lines from his handbook that go as follows. Boast not of advantages that belong to another. Creation tolerates a horse that whinnies, I am beautiful, but repudiates the one who brags, I own a beautiful horse. Your truest advantage? The uses you make of your imagination. On a day the words wouldn't come, when nothing lay before me but tasks and impediments, I was certain to the freedom of creation. I hauled my world-weary self across town, hands wrapped around a double-shot espresso, to call on my friend who breaks the necks of chickens and lambs behind the St. Lawrence market. Crack! Hey, how you been, brother? His grin made spacious by brawls in stalls and ports of call where trafficking in human flesh goes on, and where he'd carved with tainted ink the last true words from his mother. Boast not of advantages that belong to another, before they broke his legs and threw him on a ship because he was young and pretty and had eyelashes like a mountain pony. He's not even sure of his name. They'll remember me, he likes to say, as slave, though it sounds fancier in Balkan. A slave owns nothing but his own possibility for happiness. But what about freedom, I used to argue? Is it just a mouthful of letters too cheap to die for? Go ahead, ask him that one. He'll look you in the eye so deep you'll think he dug to China. Claim that you have rights, and he'll sock you an earful. Creation tolerates a horse that whinnies, I am beautiful, but who the hell grants you these so-called rights? Think that way, you're already in chains. He thanks me for the double shot, beefy arms sticky with blood and feathers, and accompanied by the hushed cluck of hens amenable to fate, hears me out. We sit on overturned buckets. Whatever you are, he says. Hungry, thirsty, selfish, live with it. Their prime course, ticket to your second favorite F word. Walk through them all, any city in the world. Don't count the slaves. Listen how absence yearns for freemen, whose nose rings aren't pulled by smartphone force, but repudiates the one who brags, I own a beautiful horse. Absence yearns. That's how you know it's working, says the old Stoic. Those slaves you see, clicking and liking and scrolling and texting, are driven by it too. We all are. But they don't know they've been bought and sold, and the market's never going to set them free. But what about, he won't let me finish. Worst thing you can do is chase your thoughts. The good ones, let them come. Ingratiation to that mad driver in your head, or to anyone who tries to fool you into trading joy for guilt and sadness, that's the first link in the chain. Ride your own carriage. Guaranteed it'll take you to the right station. Your truest advantage? The uses you make of your imagination.